Hey friends, you're watching BrainStormAcres. I'm Henry.
And I'm Irene.
Today's a really special day for a couple of reasons. One is 11 days of start and stop, but it's finally done. I'll take you inside in a little bit and show you more about what's going on. In the meantime, we just took off the shade cloth from our greenhouse, and I picked up some insulation to help insulate the greenhouse against the cold that we've been having.
Right, yeah, we went from highs around 90 degrees last week to a high of 38 yesterday.
It's been a really interesting ride so far.
Well, I think it's been an interesting ride for a lot of every place in the United States lately. It's either been raining or snowing or, hot or cold or all the things it wasn't supposed to be. So I think we're in good company. Or bad company, depending on how you want to look at it.
I'm about ready to turn on the solar system. The batteries are in, everything's wired up. I've double checked the wiring to make sure everything's connected the way it's supposed to be. Now I'm going to go ahead and sequence up these batteries. These are lithium batteries and you have to turn them on in a specific order. This one's running. Next one in order. This one's running. And the third battery is online. Let's see if I can turn on one of these solar chargers. I'm change the array wattage. And around and around and around we go. Well, since the mate controller is not working the way that I recall, time to look up the instructions, which I happen to have brought with me. I'm changing the battery amp hours to 300, which is what we have. The generator, which we have a 6,000 watt generator, but at 5,000 feet will only have about let's call it 4,500 watts. So I'll change this. The maximum inverter kilowatt capability. Each one of these inverters can put out 3.6 kilowatts. I'm not going to allow the system to go that high. 3 times 3.6 is a little over 10,000 watts. I'm going to keep it a lot lower than that. When we're running the generator, I'm going to allow it to charge 2,000 watts. We'll save that information. Now, this mate controller has an SD card in it, which can save all these settings. What I just did was I named the setting that we're using for off-grid with the name off. That's now saved in this SD card. So if for any reason these configurations ever get screwed up, I can restore it from this SD card. We'll go ahead and set the date and time. And it's definitely not 2017. I'll set the time in 24 hour. This is it's now 10:07 in the morning. This is a whole lot faster than the old system. The old system used to hold down a button to scroll through numerical settings. Alright, now I need to set the battery voltage. The battery voltage minimum and maximum are set based on a 12-volt battery. That's not what I want. I definitely want to have a 48-volt battery. Now this is telling me that the battery voltage, the minimum and maximum, minimum was 52.4 volts, which is pretty close to where I want to start charging. The solar system installation is working. I have a few more things to do. I'm leaving all the covers off so that I can test voltages as the system operates. Now I have a meter that keeps track of it with a smart panel, but I want to actually go in and probe to make sure that everything is working the way it's supposed to. Right now I only have one inverter turned on, all 3 work. I have all 3 of the solar charge controllers turned on. They're working. The only problem is there's no sun now. What's left for me to do is to connect our generator into the system so that I can run the generator to top up these batteries and run the house. We'll do a final wrap up when I put all these covers on and we talk about how the system's operating and what it's doing for us. Thanks very much for watching. We'll talk with you later. Bye.